What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're doing some pondering. Today we are talking through a variety of things to do with the martial arts assassin because there's really just so much that can be done. So I'm going to give kind of one example that I've been using here that I think feels pretty strong. But even still, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I'd love to get some more information from you guys because there is just so much potential. So much potential for it. So what I'm running right here is I'm actually running a Nova Claws of Thunder Dragon Claw, like double Nova Lightning build. So this is not going to be that like Phoenix Strike build, but rather try and take advantage of the quick charge up of Claws of Thunder. Since it has the dual charge up, you can hit twice for it, as opposed to Phoenix Strike where you charge up with a single hit at a time. And then as well with the Dragon Claw finisher for that explosion. Now, of course, you could also look at maybe like a Dragon Tail finisher or something if you wanted to mix like lightning and fire. I think that could be interesting as well. But it's just going to be a little different. So I don't know. I think this is an interesting way to maybe do it. And I can show you guys a little bit of the gear and what I'm kind of rolling with. So I'm rocking Bartux and Jade because we did have some resistance issues on this character. So I think like dual Bartux 2/2s. This is just the PTR gear, right? Dual Bartux 2/2s, or obviously gain some like 3s, you know, with just some like Fool's mod plus 3s and stuff could be like obviously really nice. But going for that, I have Griffins though. I don't know if it actually is going to help with Nova, according to one of my mods, but I think the minus to enemy lightning res would still at least apply, so that would at least still be nice, right? We have Mara's, Enigma, Lang of Hands. I have a BK ring here. I would probably get a ring with like resistances and dual leech or something, but we actually do have some nice leech right there. Okay, the lightning damage does not apply to Charge Bolt and Nova, but it does apply to the melee damage, and minus res applies to all. Okay, good. I have Arachnid Mesh, Raven Frost, and then I have some Alders right now, but I actually don't even need the fire res. So really, if you had some like Nat's Boots or something like that, you could get your res up to pretty solid. And then just some random, you know, martial arts GCs and assassin torch and that. So she's, you know, decently stacked out. Obviously, the mercenaries just got Infinity, Fort, and Andes, the classic. And she seems to really feel like a build where you can run around. And first off, she has pretty decent FCR because she is getting the FCR here, the FCR from this, right? So her FCR is actually not terrible. But additionally, like I say, I guess you guys must probably see a little bit of the build. What's really nice is she has decent just like damage and AoE clear with all this, and so it really kind of takes things down pretty fast, which is something that I definitely really do like about it. So I'm seeing her as something for similar to a lot of your like lightning characters, right? She can go and like farm the pits. She can go and clear just a lot of AoE areas pretty fast. You build up, like I say, charges extremely fast on her. Though I will say this, her mana regen is a little poor. Getting that Dragon Talon, because I'm probably not doing as much physical damage, I don't believe is helping. But something that, like I say, you can kind of see. I want to go find the pits. Up here. Something for her to kind of see is she can move around really fast. And yes, you can Dragonflight, but I kind of prefer having Enigma just because I like teleporting over walls and stuff. And so you can just kind of teleport to your boss groups really fast and just kind of give like one good hit. And you should be able to kill a lot of the stuff. And even for groups that are lightning immune, such as those, you know, archers generally, obviously the Infinity is going to help with that. But it's just going to make it like nice. So you can kind of move through, bounce around, get a hit, get your charges off, get a hit, get your charges off. And like I say, she moves at a decent speed. I don't even feel like I'm moving at the fastest speed right now. Kind of just messing around with it. But she moves at a decent speed, has decent damage, and of course, because it's lightning, Yeah, I feel like Silk Weaves would actually be the boots I would want to go for here. Getting that mana per kill, I think, would be huge. But, you know, it's kind of one of these, like, for these sorts of characters that are going to be having lightning damage, there's not a lot of lightning immunes in this game that can't be broken. So even if there are some, such as those guys, you can just kind of beat them down pretty quick. And her damage really does end up being pretty nice here. Now, something that we were trying in like super high player count, she couldn't do like cows very well. So that was a little unfortunate. And here we actually have an immune to lightning. So I'm going to build up some Phoenix Strike charges and kill him with that. So that's the other nice thing is you still have a little bit of extra with like your Phoenix Strike and stuff, right? So you can still do some other kinds of damage if you would like. But yeah, I do believe in high play counts, she's actually going to have a little bit of trouble. But she made it through some areas around like players 3 to 5, and it was okay. So again, it just kind of depends what sort of character you are looking for with it, right? Are you looking for a character that's going to farm players 8 cows? This isn't going to be it. But then again, there's a lot of characters that can't farm players 8 cows. They just don't end up having that power. It just does not end up going very well for them. So, yeah, I mean, she's pretty good. That's a pretty fast, like, chaos clear. She has the teleport, so she can move pretty quickly. And then, you know, like I say, you can kind of really adjust and alternate how you want to do this, right? If you want to, like, build up these other charges as well and all of this and then explode on them. I mean, that was pretty decent for the exploding damage. And again, I have also maxed out like Venom here, which I don't think really matters in this build whatsoever. I guess I didn't fully go over the build. So yeah, Dragon Claw, Claws of Thunder, and Phoenix Strike I think are the main 3 that you need to max out. I just kind of felt like I had extra points. I feel like you could max Shadow Warrior and just to have the Warrior for more damage there if you wanted. I feel like you could put some in Venom, though I don't really think Venom is for this build. I think probably putting those points into like Fist of Fire would be better, just so you can have that as like an alternative, so it can boost up your Phoenix Strike. You can use it for stacking up your fire as well, because again, this character, while it does play for this, yeah, you could also go for Claw Mastery just to get more attack rating and a little bit more damage there. So that could be something, just a little more physical. There's a lot of things that you can really do. But like I say, you can stack up multiple charges so that you're running around, and I even can do Blades of Ice. And then when I want, I can kick all of it off and, you know, just have like a massive explosion for all of it. So, like I say, there's a lot of kind of options here, I feel like, for this build. And that's kind of the beautiful thing. I think the main piece is definitely going with this Claws of Thunder, Dragon Claw, or like I say, maybe Dragon Tail. Could be an interesting style as well to run with that. Kind of as your main attack is really solid just because, again, the lightning skill, the lightning damage in this game, you can break so many more lightning immunes. You can have a very high exploding kick from it, and it can just be super, super solid. So I think that's the best way to kind of go there, here and here. But again, there's so much that you can do. At the same time, you can also feel like, oh, if I need a little more life and mana steal, maybe I like have Cobra Strike just as an option somewhere, right? I'll just put this on my like D or something. And so then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna have anything in there. I killed Diablo, you know. So you can go out to like the City of the Danged. And okay, I'll go get this, but then I'll build up a couple of those charges. So now, okay, perfect, look at that. I just gain all my life back and mana back, right? And you're sitting there struggling and whatever, but, you know, you can, oh, perfect, you gain it all back. That's a terrible area to try and fight in, but you get the idea, right? There's kind of a lot of different things that you can do. And I don't know. I think it's very interesting. I think there's so much that we're going to explore and figure out from this martial arts tree. I think to sit here and say, oh, this is underpowered or this is overpowered or this needs to be fixed, I just feel like we can't even do that right now, because there's just so much to still look at and so much to still do and test, and I just want to test so much more. But that being said, I think Claws of Thunder is really going to be the beauty. Also, Grubby. Oh, I just saw that. Thanks, bud. Yeah. So anyways, GG, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts down below on this. I feel like there's so much optimization that can be done for this, and I'm just super curious. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Peace, everybody.